What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Heavy Metal Over Six Pack podcast, a podcast where we're going to review some fabulous beers, talk about some musical items, and chit-chat about the world of heavy metal.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't as smooth as I would have liked it to have been, but yeah, that's what happens. So, with that being said, we're going to get right at... What's up, Anthony?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, we'll do that little mini rapport. Okay. Just the two original hosts today. Quiet room. But
I feel noticed. Thank you.
It'll be fun. Dude, you are the main reason why we're here. Don't
I live here, so otherwise I would
ever...
not physically be able to come to this house.
That too. That's very true. With that being said, we'll start with the beer.
Over a six-pack. Heavy metal over a six-pack.
Give me a beer.
It's time to grab another beer and then talk about it. This is the Heavy Metal Over Six-Pack Beer Review.
I won't take your fun away, Anthony. I'll let you
You're going to take my
introduce
fun
yourself.
away?
Yeah. Because you brought us something pretty...
I have acquired a... what would you consider this? Like a collectible, maybe? Sort of?
There's
There's a name for it, right?
Well, limited release, collectible,
I suppose.
there's another word that I'm trying to think of, but it's definitely escaping me, so...
In any case, I think have we tried an Iron Maiden beer on here?
No.
No, okay, so this is technically our first one.
I feel like we've talked about it, though. We've been like, we're going to find this Maiden beer.
So it's interesting because the one that we've...
Maiden beer? Look what we did there.
Foreshadowing. It's kind of interesting because they have the Trooper beer, which is, I think, like one of the first ones they released.
Yes.
But this is also the Trooper.
Sure.
But it's, like, different because it's Fear of the Dark.
Uh-huh.
Unless Trooper they just have as their kind of like...
I feel like Trooper is either an IPA or an ale.
I forget. Definitely... This one's definitely different.
We've definitely spoken
So
about
this came in like a big fancy tin, came with a cup, and then the big old bottle attached to it. So I'll read from the back here. So Iron Maiden and Robinson's Brewing bring you quote-unquote Fear of the Dark. A 4.5, which is pretty light for all this.
Again, seeing the can and the collectible tin, I said 4.5 alcohol by volume is probably very low.
Dark roasted chocolate stout, which is full-bodied and rich, created by Bruce Dickinson and Robinson's head brewer Martin Weeks. Fear of the Dark is the first stout in the Trooper range and takes its name from Iron Maiden's iconic song of the same name.
One of my favorites, by the way.
It's a good one.
So good. Well, it's definitely dark.
That's dark.
English style stout, 4.5.
What does that mean? What does English style mean?
Well, Guinness is English.
Is it tea in it?
More fish oil.
Fish oil. And biscuits.
All right, bang. We diving in? Cheers, sir. Okay, before I talk about this beer, what I would like to say is, like, normally, when you get these novelty, is that the word we're looking for? Novelty?
That might be what we're looking for.
Is that okay?
That sounds a
So
little better than what I said.
sometimes when we get these novelty like cases and whatnot, like the Mortal Kombat cases and like the Game of Thrones and like whatnot, like usually the product is effing miserable.
Usually subpar.
Like terrible and horrible.
I think
It's almost like
we did the Warhead ones too. Remember?
I think so. Yeah. That rings a bell. That rings a bell. It's been a long time. Like,
It's been a bit.
We've been drinking a lot of beer on this show. But like, so usually the novelties like usually really fall short. But I'll tell you what, this
It's pretty good.
actually has like a little bit of quality. There's a little bit of something back there, which I'm actually appreciative of. So this isn't one of those ones where like they just went to like said brewer and be like, what do you have in the back room that you can't sell? Like, we'll throw some fancy pictures on it. And
Well, you know what I like is I mean, I know it's an English stout, so it's definitely a different from a normal, like just a stout or like a chocolate stout. But the thing is, a lot of times with chocolate stouts is that they're very sweet. And they're like overpowering, like it's too much. Like this isn't sweet at all. By what it's English.
No, it's actually very nicely balanced.
It's incredibly balanced.
You know, the only thing it was missing, if it was on a nitro tap, this would be phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. This
But
is very good.
I'm also very biased to the nitro tap.
It's nice because it doesn't linger either.
No,
It hangs
no,
out.
it's just like,
It's
hey, what's up, man?
And see ya.
I came to party.
For how dark this is, I expected it to be a lot more potent. No, this is nice. I'm okay.
A
with
well
this.
done stout though is
Yeah.
like so nice. Like it can
Mhm.
be so enjoyable, and it's kind of like my thing like with like black IPAs. Like I really enjoy black IPAs because if those are done right, and they're not like overly hoppy. Like they
Right.
have like kind of like that same as like, dude, I'm just here, I'm awesome, and you can pretend you're a Viking because you're drinking black beer right now.
Touché.
This is actually very exciting. I'm actually very happy about this.
It makes me wonder though, like I've always been curious, like how actually involved, like said person is with.
Well, I'll tell you what, like Bruce's lifestyle,
Yeah, I mean,
I would say that he probably had like a relatively heavy hand in it, or at least wanted to like mess around with stuff.
I'm
It's
sure
like,
he,
okay,
I'm sure he like
let's,
tried it and was like,
yeah, let's talk about this. Let's get into this. Like, what can we do with this? What can we do with this? What if we do this? What if I have this? Like, what if I do this? You want to fly somewhere? Let's go. Hop in my plane.
because he can fly. Yeah. I mean, he's a brilliant individual too, because he has like a doctorate and stuff. So I'm sure he wants to scientifically, play around with it and whatnot.
I have his book sitting on my coffee table. I've been meaning to like dive into it.
But it makes you wonder too. Is like how many bands just kind of do this and then just like, here, take the name, and just give me money for it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
It makes you wonder how like. But I do agree with you on that. I mean, that's like Maynard James Keenan. I mean, he has his own friggin'
Right, he literally
Why not?
squishes the grapes like with his own toes.
Wasn't this is kind of a tangent, but oh wow, tangent. Too much fans of the Dead.
What's up, bros?
Doesn't is it Bledsoe? Doesn't Bledsoe have a winery?
Drew Bledsoe does have a winery,
Okay, I thought so.
and like the high end of his red wine is about $140 a bottle.
It's not terrible.
I know that because I worked outside of a shop that was featuring him,
Yeah.
where you could get his autograph that day if you bought said bottle.
Yeah.
But at $140 a bottle, I was like, do I really want a Drew Bledsoe signed bottle of wine? I really did, but
I mean-
at the time, I had to walk away.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually drove by the place, and I was like, listen, if I see like 5 or less people like outside the store, like in line waiting, I'll stop. And it was way more than that.
I'm
So
sure
that
you
was my
imagine.
excuse to keep going.
I can imagine.
Because I definitely probably would have, because I'm a sports
I know
nut.
there's like a story somewhere when Brady took over the Patriots, like he like sent him a bottle of wine or something like that. It's kind of like a funny thing.
So many sports stories, but that's not the point of this podcast.
Nope.
So like I'll leave that one alone. But
This is delicious.
it's quite enjoyable. I wish I could have figured out like more than one bottle in that
I know, right? No,
novelty
more
tin
of
of
this.
novelty tin of theirs. We might have to pause, folks. We might have to take a road trip.
Right? It's not far away.
I'll give it a solid 5.
Yeah, I was actually going to follow you with that as well.
Robinson Brewery, nice job.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job.
Very nice job.
Did we identify where Robinson Brewery was? This is when hosts aren't listening.
I don't know what it says. But we must say.
I'm glad you have to look. That means I was listening, kind of.
Oh, yeah, because it didn't say it on the actual thing. Brewed and packaged by Frederick Robinson, Unicorn Brewery, which is interesting.
Oh, Unicorn Brewery now.
Yeah.
They got 12 names.
Oh, well, this is a Unicorn Brewery, so I wonder if he has different...
Oh,
like, a
because
few
the
different
the
ones.
novelty tin says Robinson Brewery.
Right. But, like, the website says Robinson Brewery, so Frederick Robinson must have just, like, a few of them.
I got you.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
But this one's in Stockport, Cheshire, England.
Oh, so it's legit English.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. God damn.
He is English, so...
Dude.
Have you seen the flag? He swings around.
Oh, absolutely. But it's like, I'll tell you what. It would be such a man trip because, like, I know she wants to travel abroad, but that's like something completely different. Like
That's Paris. That's different.
no, this is like Italy. She wants to
Oh,
go for
Italy.
like food and wine and like whatnot. I want to go for like Sweden and beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I just want to go to look, and we've said this on the podcast countless times. I bet if you go to a dive bar in Sweden, like our dive bars when they play metal music, it's like usually like one good act and a bunch of noisy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I bet if you go to a Swedish dive bar, like their dive bars are like the most amazing music you've ever heard in your life, and you don't understand like why they're not more famous, but it's
Right.
because they come from Sweden.
Mm-hmm. That's common there.
That's what they do.
That's why if you ever notice that when it comes to like, if you look at like ratings with like an album release, and it shows like number 2 in America or whatever, blah blah blah. 90% of the time, it's a lot like higher up on the chain in like the UK and stuff because it's just more their style. I think.
Just unbelievable. So metal and beer, I definitely want to go abroad.
Without abroad.
Yeah, right. Man trip. Maybe one of the bands will get to go on tour one of these days.
Maybe. Tal is going over across the pond. See that? Fun fact.
Okay. Fathom Farewell has been across the pond or is going across the pond.
Okay.
I saw that as well. Good friends of ours.
My stepbrother's been in Canada, so
Yeah.
with all his Montreal.
Dude, that's fucking rare right now. That's awesome. Did you give it a number? Host not listening again.
What's up?
Did
I
you
did 5. I followed
Okay,
you with
you
5.
did. You did. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Again, host not listening. I'll do my best. All right. A novelty item that doesn't suck. What we highly recommend.
Gold Star.
We'll move on.
Heavy metal headlines.
Headlines.
News time.
Been a few episodes since we've had a headline.
We got
Glorious
we
day.
got a few. I did sort of more recently. Let's start with something. We'll go good, bad, good, I guess. So I'm gonna start. Obviously, we're moving into the Christmas holiday season. Avatar has dropped a Christmas metal track. So now they also released a children's book about the brutal lives of Santa's elves. So essentially, now, if you don't know, the Swedish have a different, I guess, story when it comes to Santa. Like they have like the Krampus thing, and it's a little different out there. It's not as holly jolly as we are here.
That's fucking creepy.
So the song that was released is called "Construction of Souls." It's a dark and twisted look at Christmas. And then obviously the children's book that goes with it depicts the brutal everyday life of the elves in Santa's workshop. Essentially, it's pretty much a picture book, more or less. And it's exactly so the song essentially goes with it, which is kind of neat. So it's quote unquote from the band says that this song will be the Christmas songs that Die Hard is to Christmas movies. It wasn't intended to be that, but ultimately it makes a lot of sense. It's about us, meaning the robots taking over the great human project of our ancestors, building our way out of the planet on sandy soils, saturated with the withering bones of our ancestors. Which, I mean, if that doesn't sum up anything. If you haven't heard the song, it's really good. It's like really good. I mean, we brought up Avatar a little bit with their last release, and it's been okay. Like, it hasn't really done anything for me. It's not like super thrilling, but this song is really good. This brings me back to like the old stuff. And I mean, it's a Christmas song, so now I can add it to my Christmas list at work.
Absolutely.
100%. Holiday cheer for everyone. Should we go sad news now?
Want to do yours first? Or you want me to break up the
We got the feud?
the monotonous?
Sure.
Well, it's kind of a feud. I didn't find the first one that I was thinking of, but I do have a. This is kind of like a feud with oneself, and I don't really like this band, so I like making fun of them
Is it
at like
Puddle of
any
Mud?
at a. It is a puddle of mud. Did you have this already?
No, but I've read about
Okay,
Homeboy.
so Puddle of Mud, who sucks by the way,
Where's Stalin? Stalin?
Wes Scantlin
That's it. Stalin.
gives a questionable performance before walking off stage early and verbally attacking the light technician at a recent show.
I guess it was blinding. Not like the light.
You know what's funny?
He's been a musician for how many years, and now the light blinds him.
It's like
I'm just saying.
it's
Those
like-
cataracts
it's
kicking
like-
in? Like, how does that work?
It's like, can you so like these big national acts, you can't move 6 inches to your left?
Yeah, he's got a whole stage.
Like move around, bro, or something, or like I don't know, maybe they should have like thought about it. So I guess now I don't follow Wes Scantlin very closely, other than the fact that I actually kind of despise Puddle of Mud. I've always kind of hated Puddle of Mud. There's something about Puddle of Mud that like really irritates me, especially that song that has a lyric that actually says "the way you slap my ass."
That's the first song on the album.
Like
I
it's
have
actually
that album.
it's actually in the hook of the song.
It's in, like, the breakdown
it's just
part.
disturbing to me. Like it's like the way you look at me, the way you slap my ass. That's exactly where you go to.
It's about a football game.
Like that's where you go to.
It's a football game.
It's not about. Stop that. So anyway, Wes Scantlin. As the lights dimmed after the end of one song, Scantlin says, "I don't know why the lights have to be blinding me for this whole show. Now I can see all you people, but if you guys are standing up here where I am at right now, it's like a fucking flashlight blinking in your fucking head, and I don't think that's fucking cool. Comma, really?" He doesn't really say comma. I added that. He then proceeded to address the in-house light technician directly. He continues, "Sounds like a fucking motherfucking idiot to me. Fuck you, motherfucker." I read it verbatim, by the way, folks. "Out of nowhere, here's another fucking douchebag. Fuck. I've got a flashlight too, motherfucker."
Jesus.
Get to the fourth song of the night.
God.
Wes Scantlin walks off stage to the outrage and laughter of the audience. I might laugh at that too.
Yeah, that'd be
I might
interesting.
actually get like a decent chuckle.
Well, it's funny because I feel like the audience was like thought it was like funny, but he was like actually mad. I don't think they realized that.
One fan wrote, "Puddle of Mud. I sincerely hope that Wes gets the help he needs. This is one of my favorite bands growing up. That being said, my
God.
friends and I couldn't take it and had to walk out on your second song, making it the only concert I have ever walked out on due to poor performance.
They're not doing too well.
On top of that, you showed up a half an hour late to your own show. This is my second time seeing you and will be my last night's show before Wes walks off in the middle of their fourth song." Can you imagine being at a Puddle of Mud show and waiting a half an hour late for their own show? Whew. Oh, Puddle of Mud. I hate you so much. Thank you for sucking and giving me news.
Just keep creating that content. We appreciate it.
That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, we're going sad.
All right, let's go sad.
August Burns Red, vocalist.
Oh, shit.
Did you read this?
I saw the headline. I didn't actually hear
To
the
miss
details.
remainder of tour due to emergency situation. It was revealed that vocalist Jake Lurse will miss the remainder of the North American tour. The Convictions vocalist Michael Felker will actually be filling in for the rest of the tour. No offense to your binky, but I mean, I suppose if anyone can scream, they can usually follow the songs. No offense. You don't have to find your voice there that much.
None taken. I would have hopped on for him.
So the
I can make the same monotone sound for
exactly right.
about an hour.
So the statement from them actually reads, due to an emergency situation, Jake will be heading home for the remainder of the Leveler tour dates. He is okay and will see everyone at Christmas Burns Red. We'd like to say a big thank you to Mike from Convictions for filling in on these remaining shows. Show him some love, and we will see you tonight in Dallas. Which is not tonight. This is from before. So if you're trying to get to Dallas, it's not going to happen. But that's pretty much all that they know. They haven't really brought anything up. This is 4 days ago now. But
Jake is actually secretly a very private person and also very religious. So, like, I'm assuming, unfortunately, I'm assuming probably like a close death in the family.
it's very possible.
And he's doing a very good job keeping it private. Mm-hmm. And no, it sucks. It blows. Kudos to the band for pressing on because
and they're the ones stepping up too.
And like times are tough. Hey, like times are tough. Like it's not like you can just reschedule shit right now. I saw an article before. It's like it's not like when like you catch like the fucking C-19 word or anything like that. It's not like you can just reschedule your tour dates. It's like a lot of places like just don't have that availability. So the fact that the band's gonna like press on and you know what, guys, like if you're going to like any of these new shows, like take it with a grain of salt and enjoy it because. Let's be honest. The instrumentation is so fucking good.
That's very good.
And they're always a great show. Always a great show. I've never seen August Burns Red and been disappointed.
Absolutely.
Which reminds me, we got to get some tickets, man.
We do.
There's something
We
coming
haven't
around
been
in
to a show.
There's something coming around in March.
Yes, there is. The one that was...
Might have like some Kill Switch Engage and like some Light the Torch action with some ABR. I don't care who's singing.
It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Love you, Jake, but I don't care who's singing.
That's fair. They'll be back by then, I imagine. All right, we're gonna get a little silly because we need some silliness in our lives.
Okay.
Kid Rock released a new music video that evidently had music. The song in name here is "Don't Tell Me How to Live." Well, for Kid Rock being Kid Rock, and evidently the style of the song, or maybe it's just the tone of it or how people are taking it, but in any case, it has been mistaken by a numerous amount of people for a Weird Al parody. So, yeah, I mean, obviously Weird Al congratulated Kid Rock for his new Kid Rock parody, but he did say that he had to publicly clarify that it is not actually him, and it is actually Kid Rock himself. Yeah, so I'll kind of read verbatim here on the article. If you haven't seen Kid Rock's latest video, let us explain the recent furore to you. Essentially, Robert Ritchie, known as Kid Rock, gets his knickers in a twist over woke culture, combining cringe-worthy rap, rock, and members of Monster Truck with lyrics that slam offended millennials, snowflakes, and kids that receive participation trophies. That's right, Kid Rock is offended by, or well, people being offended. Weird how that makes any sense.
I'm actually also with the participation trophy myself, but I'm a relatively competitive guy when it comes to that kind of thing. So
that's fair. While garbed in fur coats, rockstar shades, fedoras, chains, and slogan tees that state totally profound things like social media sucks, Kid Rock and John Harvey trade vocal lines in between drags from cigars. Oh, and there's also that particularly outlandish scene where Kid Rock blasts off into space while sat on a giant middle finger as one final gesture to show the world how much he just truly doesn't care. It's not surprising then, obviously, now that the video has all these things in it, has been mistaken for a Kid Rock parody courtesy of Weird Al Yankovic, who, if you didn't know, which is sad, but he is famous for creating comedic rock and pop lampoons of classic hits. So evidently people have been congratulating Weird Al for this video, completely unaware that Kid Rock was really behind it.
That's actually Kid Rock.
Now, how is it? How
You know, if you actually watch the video, it's actually doesn't look like Weird Al, like even like a little bit. So I mean,
so
you know what Kid Rock's problem is with this song? Not to break down the song and actually do like a song
the same
like.
as he did 93 years ago.
Well, there's that, but he's not using any parody. Like he's just like flat out just saying it's like, oh, like the world fucking sucks right now.
It's
Kids
just-
are fucking
yeah.
stupid. Like you're a powder
There's
puff.
no metaphor.
And right, there's no meta. It's not
There's no
metaphoric.
metaphor.
You gotta hide that shit, man. Plus, you're wearing ridiculous fur coats and chains, and there's shiny cars in the background. Whatever this scene's supposed to be. Holy Christ!
I mean, how embarrassing is it that your new song that you may or may not be very proud of has literally been taken as someone else's work, essentially. From,
Well.
like, the people you wanted for.
This is that's fantastic. You know, it's kind of goofy. Like it's definitely goofy. So like I actually appreciate the fact that like Weird Al is getting like some notice.
Like, directly.
Like,
He still makes stuff. It's not like
dude,
he's
that
not-
guy's got to be like 60 years old,
He's
man.
up
Weird
there.
Al. Jesus Christ! But
He's-
he
I mean-
still looks like exactly what he did 20
Well, the
years
thing
ago.
is
too.
when 20 years ago, he dressed like he was 73. So
Yeah, I'm gonna dress
with,
old.
like, the hair.
I'm gonna
and,
dress
like,
old
the
now. I'm gonna be like ahead of you people.
Mm-hmm. You won't notice the change.
That's fucking awesome.
That's fun. Good times.
So good.
So I'll give you two options.
Ooh.
We can talk about peanut butter, or we can talk about beer and ice cream.
Oh, I love all the above. You know what? It's winter. I'm feeling beer and ice cream.
That makes no sense, but it's fine. So, this...
Are you one of those people that can't eat ice cream all year round?
No, I can't eat ice cream normally because I have terribly sensitive teeth. Yeah. Like ice cream sandwiches, I cannot do.
No, I feel bad for
That's totally fine. I'm not actually eating or drinking it, so it's fine.
Just gotta soften that
So,
shit.
this is from November 18th, 2021. This is Asheville, NC. I couldn't read that, I'm sorry. Police. Restaurant break-in suspect consumed beer and ice cream. So, officers with a North Carolina Police Department appeared to have no trouble finding the suspect in a break-in, possibly because he had a stomachache. Asheville police say in a news release that patrol officers apprehended the man who broke into a downtown restaurant on Monday and apparently helped himself to some beer and ice cream. So this man only broke into an entire restaurant for beer and ice cream. According to a news release, officers responded to a business on Patton Avenue after a report of a forcible breaking and entering. Officers found open alcohol containers, and after a brief investigation, they found the suspect nearby. The man is charged with 2 counts of larceny after breaking and entering, felony breaking and entering. That's where they say that's whatever. The man was also served with an open warrant for second-degree trespass. His bond is set at $3,000. You know what's nice, though? You know what makes this story really, really good? It's actually not Florida. It's North Carolina.
It's close enough. That's when they start losing their minds.
Like, the lower you go in the...
But that's like one of those. It's like, what can I steal that nobody will ever notice? Or there'll be no evidence of in the like afterwards, except for the fact you can't run away.
I'm wondering. So this is my theory on it. He went in, was like, okay, they gotta have money in here, right? It's a restaurant. They gotta have money somewhere, right? Probably tried to get into the register, couldn't get that down. Found a safe, can't get that.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
He's like, you know what? I got myself in here. I worked hard to get in here. I'm gonna take their beer and ice cream.
This is like one of those stories that, like, at the end of it, like, he turns out to be lactose intolerant and sues the chain for like giving him like dairy.
And like with a gluten allergy from the fucking alcohol.
Jesus Christ, like, fucking people. Although I don't know, I can get weird on like a Saturday night. Just kick in like a Cumbies that randomly closes.
Just steal some slushies and fucking those weird.
Maybe more like a Hannaford's for us, because like, they'll have like the whole ice cream section and that like little beer section
the old
on the
donuts
side.
that have been there for like.
Oh, you can't. No, you can't do supermarket donuts. There's way too many good donut shops out there to do supermarket donuts. Yeah, let's do like those little what's that? What's that company's name? Hostess. Like the little chocolate ones. Mm-hmm. I can do those.
The little powdered ones for that.
No, I don't do the powder. I do the little chocolate.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line. Powders just get too dry for me.
Nah, but then
I have to drink more beer, and it's just terrible.
Then you get it on the nose, and you suspect it and stuff.
Yeah, right. People.
It's a mess.
Like,
it's a total mess.
It's like, do you need a minute for what?
I feel great. Great.
Awesome job, man.
Yep. That's all we got.
We have a main event for you. That's
sort of a main event. It's more like
so awesome. We're going to introduce a segment today.
A monthly segment.
Oh, yeah. Because we're so awesome keeping time.
I guess.
Hold that thought.
Heavy Metal Over 6-Pack Podcast proudly presents the Heavy Metal Maiden of the Month.
As I've said, I've said.
He said.
Mostly I've said. I myself have always been a fan of the female vocalists when it comes to metal rock. FYI. And
Female anything as far as I'm concerned with the metal.
yeah, and that's
So
fair.
awesome to see him.
That's fair.
So awesome to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
like-
We don't even need for. We can go any spot of it. So we think they should get some extra love, and we decided that we'll start a segment known as Maidens in Metal, or Maidens of Metal. Essentially, once a month, we'll do our best to maybe get some actual, response and for certain ones, but we would like to at least share, for the most part, some of the ladies in metal that, whether you know them, whether they're, very popular or not popular at all.
We'll get some live features as much as possible. Every so often, we'll definitely showcase somebody at least once a month. Like, especially if it's somebody like out of our reach. Not for nothing, we're not the most famous people in the world, so like our reach is still minor. Although, you know what, a lot of feedback and a lot of following out there. So we appreciate all of you, and we will we'll deliver some pretty awesome peeps. And like, this is actually talented individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these people are amazing in what they do and like what they actually compose and whatnot. And Anthony's done a good job of this segment, so we get to learn a little bit about said female artists of metal, and you know what, we'll help build that community of like the true maidens of the metal world.
Absolutely. So for our first one.
Our introductory.
I guess that's the way to word it. We actually reached back out to what are we? Almost 3 years now, roughly. We've been sort of in contact with her, give or take.
3-4. She's she's been a regular contributor to the show.
Yep.
And she's a super trooper, and she's an absolute awesome person. So like we always love hearing from. And
absolutely. And we actually have gone with Maja Shining from Forever Still. So what we did is, a lot of times it's hard because she's across the pond. So
and we don't want to wake up at 5 a.m.
because so Zoom calls and stuff like that can be difficult, especially she's had a crazy schedule with, because she's getting back into writing new stuff and whatnot with the band, and we've always obviously been busy as well. So it was easier. What I did essentially is I sent her through email essentially an interview. Now, we've talked about the band. We've had the interview with her about the band. This is more or less about herself, because we want to bring out the woman behind the band, or behind the music. Essentially not just the band itself. So what we'll do is she actually recorded all of her answers for all the questions in which I have sent to her, and kind of learn about her, and pretty much just let her take away most of this.
Should we start with Maya's intro?
Well, that was kind of what I was going for.
I'm sorry.
So I said let her take it away.
Hi, my name is Maja Shining of the band Forever Still, and I'm the first Maiden of Metal.
So essentially the first question I went for, which pretty common one, when and where were you born?
I was born in Denmark, I could say a city, but it's not going to make any sense to you. So it's like an hour north of Copenhagen, pretty much suburbs. In the middle of the woods, there's a small city of just 1,500 people where I was born and raised in. Then I moved away from home when I was 18, pretty typical, I guess. Moved into the big city of Copenhagen, where I live now.
So, I mean, I myself am Polish, so, kind of like my people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? Anyway, next question. What was your most influential person as a child?
The most influential person for me as a child, I don't have anyone in particular, honestly. Definitely in terms of music, it made a big difference to me to see other women playing heavier music, and those were the ones who actually introduced it to me as being a possibility even. So like Within Temptation and Lacuna Coil, Evanescence, and Flyleaf, Nightwish. all these bands kind of showed me that there definitely was a place for women in heavy rock.
Might I say, a fabulous list of actual female-fronted and female-involved individuals.
It seems to be like kind of from all over the place. Because I think like Nightwish, I think they're from across the pond from us. You know, Evanescence, Flyleafs, Canada. So I mean, it's good. Very good list. Obviously, as you get older, you know, your influences change. You kind of learn about certain things and whatnot. So, you know, as a teenager, you know, getting into the music and stuff, we were kind of seeing who you actually looked up to.
As a teenager, who did I look up to? Well, I guess that is more fitting for the women of rock and metal. As a kid, I guess not really anybody. So as a young teenager, I guess that was it. I don't really have anybody else in mind that I looked up to particularly.
She did actually mention, you know, bands and stuff, but I actually, you know, brought up during her high school and stuff is kind of when you start to, you know, get into the bands that you really listen to. I asked, you know, kind of what are your favorite ones, bands, music, you know, in general at that time.
My favorite band in high school. I am definitely not a favorites kind of person. I feel like it's way too limiting, and I know a lot of interviews love those. Who's your favorite something, and it doesn't work for me. It switches a lot for me based on my mood and whom I happen to find this very month, maybe. So I've never been big on like all-time favorites, but definitely the first band I performed live, like a song of, was a Flyleaf. Where, which one was it? A Breathe Today, but not even the album version. It was like the demo version that came out earlier. So that was the first one I performed in high school with a high school band. With the guy on bass who had never played bass before. I'm sure everything sounded wonderful.
I mean, in theory, I don't think the bassist really knows how to play bass anyways, nor most of the time. So
I'll tell you what, I agree with her sentiment, like 1,000,000%. Like when anybody asks you like what your favorite is or what your top 10 is, it's like, what's your favorite band right now? It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I just listened to this track like 4 times in a row by this band, but then I had like this music on beforehand. Like I completely agree with that.
Mine
because,
rotates
like,
as well.
it has to, because you know what? Like we're human beings. Like, you know, if like you listen, if you are a poor soul that like listens to like one band solely, and that's like the greatest thing on earth, it's like, man, are you limited? Like, I like the way she put it. You are limiting yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't make fun of Dave like that. It's not nice.
Dave will be fine. We ain't worried about Dave.
Next question.
Do it.
First job, best job, worst job?
My first job. I started really early, actually, I guess. I think my first real job was when I was around 10, when I started singing in a choir, and it was actually a paid job. So we sang in the church on Sundays, and I was there for like 4 or 5 years, and I thought it was just amazing to be able to sing and make money off that. And lo and behold, here we are today. Best job, certainly the one I have right now. I mean, obviously, otherwise I should definitely go do something else than what I do right now. The worst job I've ever had. I've had like overall like reasonable jobs. I think the things that have made them like worse has definitely been the people managing it, like bosses, like really weird bosses who like were watching over us on like surveillance cameras, which is, by the way, illegal, at least in Denmark. But they were doing that and then calling us and saying, turn off the heaters, you're spending too much money and stuff like that. So that was pretty intense. I also worked at a warehouse for a short amount of time, which was never my intention. I didn't get hired to do that job. I got hired to do an office job, and suddenly just moved to the warehouse for what was supposed to be a limited time, which ended up being like a year or more. And then I quit because, I mean, I didn't want to do that. I never signed up for that. I definitely didn't get paid enough to do something I didn't like.
Gotta love the old. This is just a temporary for right now. And then, like, we'll get you where you're supposed to be, kind of a thing that never changes. I've never been in that position ever before in my life.
Yeah, right. But going back to her first job, we talked about the choir and stuff, and I mean, it explains her style of singing.
Sure.
Because it's very choiry. It's very, and apologies for the tacky word, angelic, I guess would be the term. But she just has that kind of like opery sound. That makes sense. But yeah, jobs suck. But she's right. The best job is your favorite job, and the one you like to do. Absolutely.
Don't quit your current job.
No.
You're doing just fine.
You're doing great. Next they brought up essentially, kind of explain your time. Getting into the music that you do, being a singer, XYZ.
Well, I guess I started getting into music, or like starting out as a singer as like at 10, because that's when I actually started working with it. And I really fell for it. It just I really enjoyed it. And before that, I think I did my first like real performance at age 5 or something, like at a local Christmas play where I had to sing up on stage like some Christmas song, dressed in a little hat, and everything. And yeah, so I guess that started pretty early, and I remember also like making up songs on my own in the car on my way home from places, obviously not driving because I was a child. And I know my parents have been telling me of like just me sitting on the swings in the gardens and just singing and making up songs. So I guess it's been a part of my life for a pretty long time.
Yeah, but 5 is pretty early start.
It's a.
But I mean, I suppose it's good because you're kind of like ready to go, right?
Get used to the stage. Like when you grow up on that, like you just have
to.
like that, you like that comfort with like the stage kind of a thing. Because like there's two kinds of kids in the world. Anthony.
I mean, little hat or not.
You got you got the ones that are like, look at me, I'm fabulous, and you got the ones that are like,
and then they pee themselves. No, we've all been
right. They got little puddles, and it's terrible and it's sad. I actually used to be very nervous when I was a kid. So
public speaking is my least favorite thing in the entire world.
Oh,
I absolutely hate it.
I can do it for days now.
Yeah, I cannot.
Well, kinda. I still get like a little voicey cracky if I have to like give like a said speech, if I'm not just up there like ad-libbing shit.
Yeah, from like trying to like read stuff.
But I could never be a comedian. Fuck that noise.
Oh no way.
Oh boy.
Oh nope.
So how about that weather? Shit.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes? Anyway. Next I asked essentially, I know we're going back into influences, but what kind of pushed you to be the career that you're on? Like what kind of made you realize I want to do that?
More than an influence to choose this career, I think it was, I mean, it just always was the thing that really made me happy. But like a lot of people, I've been told by those around me to just go get the safe education and get a proper job. And I actually wanted to be like a musical performer in my teens, but I was just told it was not a very safe job, and I would probably unemployed a lot, and just go get like a regular job, regular education, all of that kind of stuff. So it definitely took me some time to really go for it. But at some point I started working instead of going to school, and I only worked part-time so I could spend as much time as possible just trying to get my band up and running. And I guess at some point I just realized it was the thing that made me the happiest in the world, so it would be kind of stupid not to do that.
Yeah, I mean, me, Marcus and I both work, our day jobs, and career, I guess, would be a term at this point. But I mean, I can imagine, like, if we just did the music thing, like, it's a struggle. And don't get me wrong, I mean, the people saying it's not safe, it's not, because
no, it's
there's no guarantee, You know what I mean?
And not getting on like a Dave tangent, like the short and simple version of it is if you're like every waking second you are not doing something to either promote or form your craft or like whatever. Like if you take like an 8-hour break to just go run like a day job, you're behind the 8 ball, like kind of a thing. And I mean that's essentially like where I believe we are as musicians. Not that I think we're the greatest thing in the history of the world, but I mean, if you had that time, that effort, and like the extra, like, you know, the ability to do so, and no, it's definitely tough. And
absolutely.
that's all I have to say about that.
Obviously, we're all proud of things that we've done, you know, accomplishments, whatnot. I mean, I'm proud that I don't get a donut every time I get a coffee now. So, I mean, we all get things.
Small goals.
Man, if I don't go too big, they scare me.
Were we talking about that off air?
Essentially, I ask, you know, what are the accomplishments that you're most proud of?
That I'm most proud of. Well, like, it's hard to say. I'm just really proud every time we put out a new album because it's not like something you do one day and then it's finished the next day. You know, you work on it over such a long time, and at least for me, I put such a big part of myself into my songwriting. So as soon as I put it out, I'll always be super, super proud of it. It's never a compromise. It's always like 100%. This is what I wanted to do at this very moment. And yeah, I really feel for it. So hopefully other people do too.
Oh, definitely. We do. I feel like we do.
I can't wait to put out our first album.
Yeah. Selfless promotion.
Nuh-uh, I didn't say the name.
It's true. It's true. No, but, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you know, obviously, as Marcus said, you know, we've been in the process of, you know, working on an album, and I mean, it's a lot of work, and I mean, he's the lyricist, so, you know, obviously, what he puts comes from wherever he wants. You know, the music I play, you know, you're always proud of stuff that you create. And especially when you can show it to everybody. Like, everyone. And, yeah.
So, I can imagine the gratification of being a world distributing music artist.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and not for nothing, her art is amazing. So, like, like that's, and you can tell, like, you have like a lifelong experience put into like a small collection of collectives, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, no, it's nice when you have, I mean, obviously it shows that, you know, she's, like, the music is her main thing. It's not just, oh, I wrote this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's what she's focused on.
Right. She didn't come out there with, like, I am very proud of my huge wall of growlers of breweries that I've visited.
Exactly. Like, they're a little bit bigger. You know what I like, Marcus, is I like dogs. I like cats.
I love dogs.
Dogs are good.
Dogs are way better than people.
Pets are nice. Pets are great. So I asked what her current pets are.
My current pet is a Maine Coon named Lumi. I have basically always had cats growing up, and I also had a dog and some other pets, but cats have been a staple part of my life since I moved out away from home. And this little buddy, we adopted from a family with allergies, so they couldn't have her and they needed to get rid of her real quick. So we took her on, and she's just like the sweetest little thing.
Okay, can I sidebar? What's with the people that like don't do their research and like adopt like a cat, like a kitten, or like in like it's like, oh, by the way,
Well, they always. Well, the thing is a lot of times during the holidays you get like the disclaimers and stuff like, Easter and stuff like
don't buy baby chicks. Baby chicks turn into chickens.
Yeah, like that. Like don't buy for a present if you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, oh, it's a good gift, but are you like ready for it? Like I mean, I've owned a dog my entire life, so like I was ready for it.
Somebody who lives on like the third story of like an apartment building and they buy like a full size dog. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, it's like Rachel wants a llama. I'm like, I ain't getting a llama. I don't know what to do with it.
Oh.
You get mad when I can't find places for the cardboard. Where am I gonna put a llama?
Dude, alpacas, man.
Well, that's what it is. Alpaca, yeah. That's what she wants.
That's where it's at.
My aunt actually, her brother.
All you need
owned
is
an
one, and
alpaca
you can have an
farm.
alpaca farm. You can charge like $6 a head to come see it.
Mm-hmm.
See what I did there? $6. Now that's shameless self-promotion.
Speaking of spare time, this is what I asked her. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Mainly enjoying nature. I love being outside in the woods, by the water, and I love experiencing like just the world. Also just walks in the city and in general fresh air. I love being outside. Most of my time I spend inside, which is my other great passion. I feel like my spare time I also spend doing like my job, because then I work on some music, which is what I really want to do, or I practice my singing, or work out some piano. Like all this stuff I really want to do in my spare time is actually my job. So I mean, that's a kind of luxury, I think.
She's not wrong. The acoustics outside are just terrible.
I mean, it depends. Yeah, have you ever been to Fenway? It's not very good.
Bounces right off that green monster.
It's not meant for that, man. Well, I mean, and it's nice that her music is also a spare time thing, which, I mean, like I said kind of before, it's not really, I guess, a job. You know what I mean? If it's spare, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Oh gosh, I mean, I hate to keep referring back to us, but how much of your spare time is like, dude, I just had this idea for a song. I have to go like write it down really
Pretty
quick,
much.
and like we'll see which one of the projects takes it,
Yeah, exactly. No, really, for sure.
or if somebody tells me it blows, and then you say, "You're really mean, Josh."
See, outside's good for us like 60% of the year. Because it's either nice, you have fall, or it's just a big gray bucket of suck.
I don't know. It's like if that. No, Jesus
It's
Christ.
getting closer to 48. That's fine.
Our problem is like the world just has to stop going from like one extreme to the other. If you want to like rain for a day, that's fine. Like rain, but
Well, yeah,
don't
dude.
freaking downpour where it has to flood out half the goddamn region.
What was it? Sunday was what? Probably in the like the low 40s most of the day. It was cold. But then yesterday was like, I don't know,
90.
65. Was like, last night was like a fucking hurricane that rolled in out of nowhere. My poor snowman's hanging out for dear life out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then today it's like back to 33. It's like, cool. Great.
Right, extremes. Exactly. That's what we get in New England. Thanks.
Speaking of fear of the dark, we asked what her greatest fear was.
Ooh, creepy.
I don't have a greatest fear. I don't tend to fear like anything in particular. I mean, yeah, like spiders and basic stuff like that, but greatest fears sounds like something bigger like that. I don't know. I'm generally not like very fearful. I just try to live life to the fullest and take it like one day at a time.
You know what? And I agree with that in a sense, because like small things is one thing, but like a big thing like death. Do I fear death? No. Bees? Yeah, no, fuck bees. But death? Nah.
You show me a good snake, you can see me running the other direction.
That's what I mean. It's like, nope. Exactly. Well, it's not a bad thing. That's how you keep your head on your shoulders. You don't let stuff bother you.
Must be nice, Maya.
What would be the greatest hope, obviously, to counteract the fear?
My greatest hope is, well, I think it's hard not to, because it's just that I keep trying to do my best every day to do something that makes me happy, because that definitely took some time to realize how important that is, to actually find your own happiness and pursue it. So I hope I am privileged enough to be able to spend most days doing something that makes me happy.
I feel like everybody should live like that.
Should.
Should know? I mean, down to confidence there, but no, really, like I mean, that's how I have always been, like, and me towards other people is the same way, like people like, oh, I sometimes I pretend I'm a lampshade, and it's like, you know what, man, if it makes you happy, go for it.
You're the best goddamn lampshade ever.
Damn right.
Fucking A.
Though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things, man. If it makes you happy and no one's dead or being injured or whatnot, fucking go for it.
I was in a bar in Boston this one time. I actually put on the lampshade, and the guy came over and was like, "This ain't happening here." And I said, "You're absolutely right." I put said lampshade back on said lamp.
My brother stole. So, TGI Fridays has a bell. So when they tip good, you ring the bell, and it looks like like the school bell essentially. He woke up one morning with it in his bed. Doesn't remember grabbing it, but he now owns it.
Fuck that bell.
So obviously, Maja is of Forever Still right now, and I kind of asked, any bands prior to that, obviously unknown.
Former
whatever.
music experience.
Yeah, that's Mr. The doctorate can say, yeah, sure.
I did have one band, but not a band that, I took very seriously per se. It was not meant to be like a profession or anything like that. It was just like some people getting together, playing some songs really loudly. Like nobody knew what vocals I did for it until we were in the studio actually with a couple of singles. So it was just like having fun, meeting up a couple of times a week and playing some heavy rock. And I think we did 3-4 shows together, so nothing big. And as soon as Forever Still really started taking up my time and it was my own project, so I could put a lot of energy and emotion into it, it just took over and, what can I say, satisfied those needs I had in terms of making music.
Bands are fun. I mean, we've all had our, prior band. I mean, obviously musician-wise. We got to start somewhere. We have to dabble. We have to learn. I mean, high school is hard too.
It's actually pretty funny. It's never knew my vocals until we get to a studio. Like, what? What are you doing?
All right. Sometimes that's how it works. Fly off the cuff, right? To go a little philosophical for the next question. 3 main lessons that you've learned so far in your life, if you had to sum it up.
Oh, damn.
3 main lessons. I guess there are plenty of lessons I have learned so far in life. Well, I'm gonna repeat this one because it's hella important. Just try to do whatever makes you happy as long as you don't step on anybody else. I think that's a wonderful life lesson. And something I was really caught up in being younger, what other people thought of me. And I have just learned that it is so much better just not to care at all. And also that all those things that you found super embarrassing or stupid or ridiculous, other people thought about for 2 minutes while you've been thinking of them for 5 years. So nobody is ever gonna care as much about those things as you are. Well, again, main lessons, it's such a big word. I hate anything that becomes so definitive, these are the main things, because I'm just okay, whatever pops into my head now is what I gotta talk about. And, well, one of them is what you put out into the world is what comes back to you. So if you give off all this negativity and then you also expect all this negativity, and that's what's going to come back to you. If you put out a lot of love and positivity out into the world, I think, generally speaking, that's what's going to come back to you.
At Heavy Metal Over Six Pack, we like to ask the hard questions here.
Super hard.
No, and
Wicked hard, if you will.
Definitive stuff like that is always hard to answer because, every day is different.
Oh, Christ, just generalize people. We're all trying to have a good time here.
Yeah, that's some
Kid Maya, I love you.
Some good food for thought. And yeah, whatever you kind of.
She's very leveled. That's what I like about
She
Maya.
is.
She's a very level human.
She's very down to earth, which is great. That was actually the last question I asked, but essentially I kind of said if there's anything she wants to share, with the band and stuff, any promotion stuff, by all means let it fly. That's why we're here.
Speak now or end your promotion.
Pretty much.
Well, we have a Patreon page which we started when COVID really hit us all hard, and we haven't been able to go on a European tour for the past 2 years. So it definitely became a very important place for us to like stay in touch with everybody and get some sort of income. If you don't know, Patreon is like a subscription-based club where you can get all this inside info from your favorite bands. And we've been able to actually share some songwriting from the next album that we had been writing in quarantine, and it has been super fulfilling to actually be able to share this with people that we usually don't get to share until after it's out. So that has been really, really cool. People have gotten to get a peek into how we create and behind the scenes of our like previous music videos and tours and stuff like that. So it's been really nice to be able to like uphold a community like that and get some direct support and share some creativity.
And
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that,
do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was cool.
Ah.
We talked at the same time. No, I mean, like we said before, check them out.
ladies and gentlemen, that is our first ever and first of a monthly segment, the Maiden of Metal, Maja Shining of
Yes.
Forever Still.
Thank you, Maya. We appreciate your words.
We always appreciate Maya.
responses. Absolutely.
We always appreciate
She's been very
Maya
good to us.
participating in our nonsense
Mm-hmm.
and being such a good trooper doing so.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Someday we'll come to Denmark.
Or if they have a American tour.
That would be even better. You come to us, it'll be fabulous.
Mhm.
You can stay at Anthony's house.
Why is it my house?
I-
That's so random. I mean,
Just-
technically, you're farther away from me.
It's kind of part of the random joke, but that was fine. I think that's a wrap for this. Go. Excuse me. Here I come.
I want to share one more thing. Recently we released a reaction video to a band called Misty Root.
Oh yes, Missy Route.
for
Root.
their Root Route.
Rue out.
So
Road.
the single that we checked out and we shared and everything. Just want to let you know that as of a few days ago, they released a second song for the upcoming album. We can leave it in the show notes and whatnot. There is a what is it called? A lyric video for it. The song is called "Ride Alone." So if you dug what you heard, they're releasing more stuff coming up to the actual album release, which we may or may not have something planned for, but that's for us to know and us to probably forget about.
Maha.
That's fine. Check it out.
Awesome.
Check us
Absolutely.
out.
New music, man.
That's
More
great.
shit from across the pond, Greece, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, that's the beer review.
The Greek. Christ, what the hell's that time difference?
I didn't look. I meant to though.
It's gonna be like 18 hours. It's probably like tomorrow there.
They probably already have the album. Like whatever. It's fine. Is it already released? How does it work?
The album gets released next
I
month,
don't
which for us is today.
Can't.
No, I'm just kidding. Or last month, which for us is today. I don't know how that would work, but
I don't either.
thank you for joining us for another lively and exciting episode. New segments today, and awesome new beer that you'd all definitely check out. And plus, who doesn't love freaking novelty Iron Maiden shit?
It's true.
Like, it's freaking fantastic. It's a great mantelpiece.
It is. It'd
So
be
to
nice
speak.
to put in the place that I know of him from.
Absolutely. You have to create a custom shelf for that guy. A little
Mhm.
tall. Aside from that, as Dave would say, we are the only place that you can find beer and metal reviews, both locally and nationally, and blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Find us on the social medias, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. The webpage is currently under construction. If you're listening to this episode right meow, but I'm working on that. It will come up new and improved and greatly fantastic. But the Facebook, the Instagram, our new distributor, we are with Anchor, which is a heavy Spotify. By that I mean it's actually run by Spotify. So you may have noticed that a few of our episodes have been Spotify only. The reason for that is we're playing music on those particular episodes. We don't plan to do that every single time because obviously we want you to consume our podcast on as many channels as you possibly need. But if you happen to see an episode that you can't find, just go ahead and check out Spotify. In most cases, it's free. If not, it's probably the best premium service out there in one's opinion.
That's fair. That's a fair opinion. Yeah.
That being said, like, share, listen, repeat. Thank you for checking us out and hanging with us. And definitely check out Forever Still and Misty Root.
Yeah. Do it.
Bye.
See ya.
That is the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of Heavy Metal Over a Six-Pack podcast. Marcus, Dave, and Anthony signing off. Check out the podcast at hmoa6pack.podomatic.net. Email hmoa6pack@gmail.com. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.